because I'm having the same issue. I'll tell you, I will do what the people want to do. I want to do what's right for everybody, and I want to do what's best for everybody. But what you run into is, I have started going around, and I have customers in Grove, and I have customers on the South End, and I have customers here in Jay. And I do ask them, I said, you know, we have these different options. It's not only about the size, it's about how do we want to pay for it. And I'll say, here's your options. You can do ad valorem, or you can do a combination of sales tax and ad valorem. I mean, sales tax and ad valorem. The majority of them don't understand. They may think, well, okay, you're going to do sales tax, so yeah, I want to do it on my property tax. And then I explain, okay, and we'll also have to have sales tax. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to double dip. That's what they're saying. And so I don't think we're talking about an issue today of whether we need to decide. I mean, Bruce has a great idea, and if people like that, I'm fine with that. But I still think, number one, that we may be a little bit early trying to take it to a vote, because I still think there's a whole lot of confusion out there. People, they don't understand it's not just an issue of do we need a jail and are we going to build a jail, but how we're going to pay for it. We have issues of people that really do want ad valorem, and they understand it's ad valorem and sales tax, which is what Bruce is talking about. Then you have people out there that just want sales tax, and they don't understand it's a whole package. Now, did we do a good job of educating the last few times we went to vote? No, I don't think we did. And hindsight is 20/20. And we thought we did. We weren't really sure how to do that. But I don't know, number one, whether we can get anything passed right now. I mean, if you read the newspaper, if you looked at yesterday's paper and you looked at today's paper, Oklahoma's economy is shrinking. So you've got people that are worried about losing their jobs, worried about paying their bills, they're worried about paying their taxes. So I'm not saying that we can't do something at some point, but having us vote on it in, what, Rick, 60 days? If we went the soonest that we had, how many days would it be?
Well, the next available date is February, but,
okay.
But really March would probably be.
I don't know that you could be ready. I don't know. And I've had a bunch of people call me, and I've talked to Bruce. I'll be honest, I talked to Bruce about what his idea was, and I've tried to mention it to a few people. You know, we have ideas that maybe we bring it back to 174 beds, and maybe we do a split of this. What do you think about that? What do you think about these ideas? I had one person say to me, and it makes sense, you know, and I don't know if it's the right way to do it. I don't even know if we can get it done. But, you know, you have these different communities that are out there. Why don't you try to form some groups in some of those communities, educate those people in those communities that know them, and say, talk to your people now. This is what you'd have to have. This is what you'd have to have for sales tax. This is what you'd have to have for Bruce's plan. You come back and tell us in 60 days, 90 days, I don't know, I'm pulling this out of the air, you guys, and we find out what they really want. Because now we're down to a point that we've got people saying that they just want it sales tax, and we've got people saying they want it ad valorem. I really have a mix of people. I have a lot of people saying that they want sales tax, and I have people saying they want to consider it. But if they're considering it, well, they don't want a sales tax too. You see what I'm saying? I think we've got folks out there that understand, and then we have folks that don't understand it. I don't know how you educate them. I don't know. That's my 2 cents worth. But I certainly won't hold anybody back to do what everyone thinks is right. And like Billy, I think we need to do something. But I don't know that the elections that we've had are a true indicator of what people really think, because I do think there's a large portion of people out there that don't understand, don't know, and they don't understand how important it is that they come out and make their point be known. I want to be able to, I want to know that people understand it, and that's what they want.
Would that help people understand it?
I think you could,
Yeah.
but I don't know how you're gonna have to give people.
I don't know how to get them there.
And that's my point. I got 2 phone calls yesterday, 2 of them, knowing this meeting was today. And the 2 phone calls were, you know, one of them was saying, you know, we need to do something. That was we need to do something, we need to make sure that something happens. Whatever it is, we need to do it, okay? That was their the first phone call I got. And their idea was, why don't you find some people that are leaders, that live in the communities that you're talking about, and get them to get some people there. And you go and talk to them and say, this is this option, this is this option. This is how you pay for this one, this is how you pay for this one. We're not just deciding how big we should make it, we're deciding how we're going to pay for it. I don't know if it'll work or not, but it's an idea, and I'm trying to listen to people because I've been doing this a long time, and I'm ready to move on. The second thing is, you got to make sure that we have time to tell people, because if we rush into this, once again, whether it's this option or whether it's sales tax or whatever it is, if we just throw it out there again and we don't make sure that people understand what they're voting on and what it's about, it's going to fail again, because people are worried about buying their groceries, they're worried about paying their insurance, they're worried they're not going to have a job.
Getting their prescriptions filled.
Paying for their prescriptions, that's what they're worried about. And then I get another phone call this morning and they're like, I don't want anything to do with that ad valorem. So I'm just not sure, because I talk to people on both sides of the fence now, and I'm not sure.